Good day, friends. Diesel, it's another new day. It is another new day, another one. You think they'll ever stop coming? One day, I mean, everything has to have an end, right? It's the balance of the world. Everything that has a beginning has an end. What goes up must come down. If you can go right, you can also go left. So, starting this day on a strange note, welcome to the vlog. We are in Arthur, Illinois right now. I sat yesterday, you probably saw the short little vlog, and relaxed. I got my logbooks reset legally, which means that I can drive another 70 hours. We're going up into Canada, and then they're supposed to be meandering me back towards home after that. I might have to come back down to the States first and then home. So we'll probably be on the road another week or two yet. And then I want to stay home for a few days this time. We'll see what they say. I will make a request, but that's all it is. So let's get this day going. Let's get on the road. We're going to be driving a full day, 1,035 kilometers. That's about 630 miles. We're going to do the same route that we did last time, actually, last week. We're going to Mississauga, Ottawa, and Montreal. 3 drops this time instead of 5, so I should be able to get them all off this week yet before the weekend, which would be great because then I can get a reload and then keep myself busy over the weekend, right? But that's sort of what happens when I get out here on the East Coast. I sort of get stuck out here sometimes and go back and forth on the East Coast. But not that I don't like it. I love it. I love my job. Hey, give me miles and I'll go. It's just eventually, sooner or later, you know, I have a house at home. I'd like to, you know, go home and occupy it, sit on the couch and do absolutely nothing. There's no real reason. I just want to go there and sit, do nothing. Of course, there's other things I want to do too when I get home, obviously. I want people I want to see and whatnot. But we're not going to see anybody if we sit here. We better get rolling. Glad you joined us today. Rolling down the highway, going this away. Like my song so far? It's as far as I've gotten on it. We're getting up to Kankakee, Illinois, I think. And that's where we're going to stop at the Love's Travel Center for fuel. Apparently, they're offering us cheaper fuel prices than anywhere else. So, Love's it is. I had to put a little bit of fuel in at Pilot before my reset, so that I could make it back up to the Love's here. But I'm trying to get used to fueling at Love's now because that's where they want me to fuel. So I fuel at Love's. You offer us better prices, you get better business. Sort of makes sense, I think. I don't know, but that's what I'm told. Monkey see, or monkey hear, monkey do. I'm the monkey. Whatever, I just do what I'm told. So, mile marker 305 here right now, Interstate 57 northbound in Illinois. Exit 308 is what we're looking for, so 3 miles. Fill her on up with go-go juice, and we got to make it all the way to Mississauga tonight yet. I probably won't find parking at that Husky again, so I don't know where I'm going to park. I might have to park in Milton and then get up even earlier. I have to unload this freight tomorrow morning at 7:30 in the morning before the birds even wake up. Well, I'm here at the Love's Travel Stop, and their pumps shut down just before I got here. Everything shut down, so we've been waiting here. I've actually been waiting here over a half hour already for their pumps to get reset and rebooted. So there's a long lineup of drivers that want fuel already. And I'm thinking I'm just gonna go on to the next Love's already. They said that it would only be a few minutes. And it's turned into well over a half hour already, and all of this is eating into my day. So I think I'm just gonna go fuel at the Love's in Gary, or there's another Love's on the I-94 in Michigan on the way to Detroit that I could fuel at as well. But I think I'll go to Gary and fuel there, because this is getting a little bit too long. They were going to announce it when we can use the pumps again, and then they haven't been doing nothing. They keep saying, oh, just a little bit longer, a little bit longer. I think I'm going to be rolling on down the road, just like all these guys. You see all these guys over there in the background? Way out there? They're all leaving too. They all came here for fuel, and they all like, nope, taking too long. Taking too long. Big lineup to get back out onto the road. So, yeah, I'm just going to head on down the road. So we just got here to Gary, Indiana, and it's snowing just a little bit. It's enough to scare every driver on the freeway to do like 25 mile an hour, so good thing we're here at the Loves. We're gonna pull in here and fuel here, and hopefully they're not having problems with their pumps here also. I've never fueled here before, so this is new. Should be interesting. It's just off here to our right. There's a Denny's at this Loves. I thought that was a Flying J thing. Well, how about that? Alright. Very nice, very nice. Whew, it has started to snow here. Check this out. It's cold. It's cold. And I'm sure it's only going to get worse as we go up towards Ontario. So hopefully the roads won't be too bad, or we're not going to make our appointment. This is a Loves. It's just like a Flying J. It's really weird. It feels like you're a Flying J. Loves must have bought it from Flying J at one point. So we went in there and we got naked. That's not a brand placement or anything. I just thought it was funny that I went inside and I got naked. We've run into a little bit of snow here in Michigan. It's not too bad yet. But it is slowing things down a little bit. I've got myself slowed down quite a bit here. It's taken a big chunk out of my night. So I have called ahead to let them know that I'm most likely probably going to be late in the morning due to the blizzard. One of the very few excuses that actually are valid. But yeah, we called in, you know, they can look at the weather forecast if they want to. I mean, there's a blizzard. This is nothing yet. It's supposed to get really bad near Toronto. So I'm hoping to get into Canada, into Ontario, and then get as close as I can to Toronto, and then shut it down around there somewhere, maybe in Milton. Not too sure yet, but we'll see how the weather gets as we get closer. It's supposed to get worse. Guess we'll see. It depends on the traffic too. I mean, if I meet up with a lot more traffic here, that always slows you down. You can always make better time if you're the only one on the highway. But so we're here passing through Detroit. And what I find interesting is most vehicles that are not comfortable driving in the snow drive slower, right? That makes sense. But they're driving in the center lane here, which is the worst. They're just driving on all the slush and snow like that. That's so dangerous. Because that slush can throw you around and make you do a 360 right on the highway so quickly. It's not a good idea to be driving on the slush in a light vehicle like that. I mean, it is an SUV, but it's a light SUV, right? There's a lot of people like that there. Now he's slowing down even more. You're in the worst lane, buddy. Come over to my lane. My lane's cleared. Actually, you're taking up 2 lanes right now, buddy, but hey, if you need 2, that's okay. It's alright. Not everybody can fit into 1. Sometimes you need 2. I want to pass him, but I'm nervous because he's on that slush, right? And if he hits the thick slush of it, he's going to be thrown all around. I think I'm going to go for it very soon though, because this is a little bit too much. I don't like being behind him when he's driving like this because it makes me nervous. So I'd rather wait till for it to be safe enough to get past him and then give her on past him so that I don't have to worry about him wiping out in front of me, you know? Oh, now he's coming into my lane. Okay, now he's coming into my, okay. Good job. Wait, nope, no he's not. Oh, changed his mind, The road's a little bit better. We're right in the city of Detroit here now. We're just going over some kind of bridge here. Very fancy. Very impressive. Hashtag impressed. Very nice. I can promise you I could not do that myself. But I'll drive over it. I can do that myself. How's that? We're probably like 15 minutes from the border, from Canada. We're almost there, folks. Hold on to your britches. We're about to go north to the border. And there's the bridge in the background there. We're at the border. I'm just going to park here in their big parking lot yet and do some paperwork before we cross. Make sure I'm all ready, get my ID ready, and we'll be set. All right, here we are. Taking a little break here. Behind me you can see, not really I guess, the bridge is behind me. And I'm just in their parking lot here. I'm gonna walk around the truck, make sure all the tires are good and well to go, all inflated with air. I'm gonna check my tail lights to make sure my tail lights aren't covered in snow, because we've been driving through snow for most of the day. I'm gonna get my ID ready, my ACI, which is my border crossing papers, ready, and get everything ready so that when they ask me questions at customs, I don't look stumped, because that looks suspicious. You should always know. They're gonna ask me how long have I been gone from Canada, how many days have I been in the States? They're gonna ask me, what am I hauling? They might ask me, what did I haul down from Canada? They are gonna ask me where I went in the States, if I bought anything, if I am taking any gifts back for anybody back to Canada. They're gonna ask me if I have any tobacco, alcohol, or weapons on board. Those are easy questions to answer. And the thing that I always forget sometimes, not always, but sometimes, I forget to remember how long I've been in the States. Especially when I've been, like, I went way down south, maybe did a reset and came back up, and I get there and I'm like, oh, 5 to 7 days. They don't like that kind of answer. They like a direct answer. I was there for 5.37654 days. Maybe not that accurate, but how long were we in the States? We drove down. We drove down, right? We delivered at the same place we picked up, but I had a reset down there. Did I get down there in one day? No, it was 1, 2 to get down there, and then 1 we sat there, and then 1 on the drive back. So we've been in the States for 4 days, right? 3 or 4 days. I'm gonna go check to make sure yet. I'm like, I don't know why I'm thinking 3 days, but it might be 4. That's why you always gotta make sure, so that when they ask you how long were you gone, how long were you in their country as a visitor, you can answer 100% confidently, because they can tell if you're not confident, and it makes them nervous, and them being nervous makes me nervous, and then I look even more nervous, and then that makes them even more nervous, and then they want to search me, and they want to make sure I'm not a tourist. Get down here. Whew. So I'm gonna walk all the way down here, check everything out. Look how much snow was built up underneath my trailer, eh? That probably adds, well, close to 1,000 pounds onto my load, all of that. So you gotta remember, driving in snow adds weight onto your load. This is just extra storage compartments underneath here. I'm more concerned about the taillights. See, there's the bridge back there. We're at this. All these people are going to Canada, all these trucks. Insane, eh? All right, so yeah, they're actually doing pretty good. Doing pretty good. So it's good. A little bit of a brushing. May as well do the other ones too right away. There we go. Perfect. So yeah, this is where we are. I'm in Detroit still. The other side of that bridge over there is Windsor, Ontario, Canada. So we're in Detroit, Michigan, USA right now. And this is the busiest border crossing between the two countries. I always say this when I go through here, but this is, I'm just repeating it for the new people who haven't watched me before. Over $1 billion of trade, I believe, goes through here every day. Lots and lots of trucks, as you can tell. There's all these here. And then there's a whole pile over there yet. And not every border crossing has this much parking. Not every border crossing has this parking at all. You know what I mean? Usually they don't have any, but since this one's so busy, I don't know if you can sleep here. I'm sure people do. But yeah, it's pretty busy here. And the parking award of the day goes to Mr. International from FTI and his buddy, Mr. Kenworth from CDS. Look at how they parked. Like, look at everybody else first of all, right? I should show you everyone else. Nice and straight, making room for everybody, and then suddenly you're like, kapow! 2 trucks taking up 1, 2, 3, 4, like 4 or 5 spots. 1, 2, 3, that's 5 spots that those 2 trucks are taking up. You could fit 3 more trucks in there. And this truck stop is packed. I got the absolute last parking spot, and it was tight. I had to like squish myself right in here between these guys with those guys right there. So it was tight getting in here. You drivers out there know that's a tight fit. It's possible. I did it. Not on my first try, but you know, I wiggled back and forth until I got it in here. And yeah, here we are. So what in the world is up with this? Remember I keep telling you about Canadian drivers? There they are. In their glory. Look at them. All arrogantly parked all crooked, like they're driving a Lamborghini or something. Really, guys? How hard? Like, that's actually skill. I actually want to applaud them, but I'm holding the camera. That is skill, to park that crooked, to take up 5 spots with 2 trucks. Like, bravo. Bravo. So you'd think that there could be a truck that could fit in there, right? I thought of that too. Nope. That guy's trailer and this guy's trailer are almost touching, or they're pretty close in the back, so you can't fit another truck in there. You could fit a bobtail in there. I guess you could put a bobtail in there. But that guy over there, his bumper is too close to that guy, so you can't even fit another truck between them there either. Whatever. Whatever. Another one of my pet peeves on the road, people who just can't park straight. So lesson of today is, don't be those guys. Don't, okay? I don't care what your excuse is. Get out of your truck. Every time I park, even if it's in like a nice little spot like this, nice little cozy corner, I walk around my truck and I walk away from it and I look at the whole thing from a distance. I ask myself a few questions. 1, am I straight? 2, am I between the lines? 3, if I can't see the lines, I imagine lines in my head and I ask myself again, am I between my imaginary lines? 4, can everyone else around me get out after I park here so that I don't have to get woken up at like 4 in the morning when they want to leave? Can they get out? Are they going to hit me when they get out? These are all questions that I ask myself as I'm walking around the outside of my truck looking at my parking job. And then I look at myself, if I can't see the lines, I look at the other trucks that are parked there. And then, like I said, imagine lines. So let's see. All these guys here, they pretty much showed you where the lines are, right? They're all pretty even. A little bit too much of space in there and whatnot, but you know, let's turn these lights off so you can see. A little bit too much space in between some of them, like that one there, this here, whatever. They could tighten up a little bit, but wow. But enough about that. Let's talk about you. How are you doing? I'm not doing the greatest. I'm healthy and whatnot. I feel good, but I didn't get as far as I wanted to today. And my camera's not really focusing on me right now either, and that bothers me. Let's wait. No, you're not gonna focus. No. Focus, 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 no. Well, come on. Let's go to bed. Let's end the vlog here. Thanks for joining us today. Thanks for keeping me company. I'll see you tomorrow. We're gonna start right here. We're gonna go into Mississauga. Hopefully we'll be able to get our freight off and not have to sit there all day. If we do get the freight off, we're gonna unload and then head to Ottawa. So I hope you join us anytime after 4 a.m. Central Time here in North America. I'll see you then.